Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? That's a quick free kick. No, that was never going to make it. Bale just eases him off the ball. Gerrard. He's had it taken off him. And here's Bale. Pinches it off him. Hullet. Gerrard. And it's Vieira. And here's Baggio. Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance, surely! And he's quick to get rid. Hullet. And he was quick to react. Hullet. That's Vieira. Roberto Baggio. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Gerrard. Threads one in. Bellingham. Hullet. Probing pass. Nicely intercepted. Maldini. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That's an excellent interception. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And here's Bale. And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's come loose. And this is Hullet. Rijkaard. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Vieira has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Passes short and sharp. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And Hullet! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Ball swung in.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Now it's Forlan, and this is Bale. He's picked his way through. He's cut it out. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's in a great position here. Desai makes the interception. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Gerrard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Now it's Forlan. And this is Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Forlan. Rijkaard. And Morocco could break here. Pirlo. Now that's well seen too. Cannavaro. And it's Vieira. This is a promising build-up. And it's Baggio. Oh, that's a key interception.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Forlan. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Bale. He has found the... Bale! And the ball's come loose here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And here's Bellingham. And this is... And the finish! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Oh, and the shot! Well taken goal. Barcelona are back in business. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
The next Forlan. It's Forlan! And it's a goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Hullet. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Knocks it into space. Bellingham tries to play it through. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Barcelona ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And we're already back up and running after half-time. This looks promising. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And it's Vieira. He's having a pop! So, third corner of the game. A header! And yes, it's there! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Cambio de jugadores.
Morocco choosing to make the first change. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Forlan. That is good alertness. And it's Baggio. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely spread. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now this could be a chance. Morocco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Big chance! It's a goal! Back to within 1! Interesting! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Morocco are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Morocco cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Kvaratskhelia. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bullet being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Oh, easy pickings there. Forlan might just make this.
Kvaratskhelia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a promising position. Well, played right into his path. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's been intercepted. Pirlo! And it's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Marcó en el minuto 69 el dorsal 21. ¡Pirlo! 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 Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 11.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Serán
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
El dorsal 32.
Barcelona
El dorsal
still have the
18.
cards to affect
Se va
this
a realizar
game.
un cambio de jugadores.
Zambrota conjures time and space where few can. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Lampard. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Messi. Distributed tidily. Oh, no joy this time. That's put paid to the danger. Forlan. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he's having a go! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And here's Forlan. Tries to pass it through. Could move up a gear here. Kvaratskhelia. And he cuts out the supply. Best. Now it's Forlan.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Boris ended up in no man's land. Great chance! And that really should have been that.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19, Forlán. El dorsal 4.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
El dorsal
Barcelona
20,
visibly comfortable, now
El
up by
dorsal
3.
8, O'Shea.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Lampard. And here's Vieri. Best receives it in a good position here. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Lampard. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Vieri. Neymar. 5 minutes to add. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Vieri. And this is Drogba. Vieira. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Drogba. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.